The story of Beheading of John the Baptist, Mark 6:17-29. Moving forward, our next story is from the Gospel of Mark 6, and this one feels like it belongs in a horror movie more than in a children's Bible book. It's the death of John the Baptist, and the way it happens is shocking, messy, and way too wild for any Sunday school class. John wasn't afraid of anyone. He told people the truth, even powerful people, and that got him in trouble. Herod Antipas had taken his brother's wife, Herodias, for himself, and John called him out publicly for it. Not a small thing to say when the man you're rebuking is the king. Because of this, Herod had John thrown into prison, Mark 6:17-18. But Herodias wasn't satisfied with that. She wanted John dead. She waited for the perfect moment, and that moment came at Herod's birthday party, a party full of important guests, food, wine, and a lot of bragging from the king. Herod's stepdaughter and niece came in and danced for the crowd. Mark says she pleased Herod and those who sat with him. Herod got carried away, probably drunk, definitely showing off, and said, "Ask me for anything, even half my kingdom, and I will give it to you." Mark 6:22-23. This is where the story takes a sudden dark turn. The girl went to her mother and asked what she should request. Herodias didn't hesitate. She said, "Ask for the head of John the Baptist." The girl rushed back to the king and said, "I want the head of John the Baptist on a platter." Mark 6:25. Herod was shocked. He didn't want to kill John, but he had made a public promise. His pride was on the line, and instead of doing the right thing, he chose not to look weak in front of his guests. So he sent an executioner straight to the prison. The man carried out the command. John was beheaded. His head was brought into the banquet hall on a platter and handed to the girl, who then handed it to her mother, Mark 6:26-28. Imagine that scene for a moment. A party, laughter, music, then suddenly a severed head on a plate. This is why this story is far too wild for kids. It's a mix of revenge, pride, drunken promises, and brutal violence, all happening at a birthday celebration. It's one of the darkest moments in the Gospels, and a reminder that the world John preached in was dangerous, corrupt, and anything but child-friendly.